Guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack.
And a big thanks to Mike at Furman Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram in Newport Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Newport Richey, Tampa, Clearwater area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Mike.
And for those of you guys who don't know, Dodge released this all-new 8th generation Charger this year for 2025. Ditching the 5.7, 6.4, and 6.2-liter V8s in favor of Stellantis' new standard and high-output versions of the 3-liter twin-turbo Hurricane Straight 6, or a choice of electric power plants. The entry-level RT we reviewed a few weeks back, cranking out 496 horsepower, and you can expect the 0 to 60 around 4.7 seconds, about a half second to a full second quicker compared to the outgoing RT. Here we have the upgraded Scat Pack, which cranks out 670 horsepower, basically Hellcat numbers and performance with a 3.3 second 0 to 60 time and a base price under $65,000. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So it's a windy day right now in Newport Richey, Florida, so bear with me with the shaky camera. We get full front parking sensing, full LED headlamps, panel for our advanced safety features, and functional airflow for the front, looking really cool, reminding me of the older school Daytonas from back in the day. Functional airflow down below for the internals, of course, the full electric power plant. This Charger doesn't need as much cooling compared to the outgoing models, but still plenty for the necessary internals. These are 20-inch rims wrapped in Goodyear Eagle Sport all-season tires, dimensions being 305/35 R20. With the 305 wide tires, we'll see how the power gets put down with this all-wheel drive system. It's a wide tire setup with almost 700 instant horsepower. I think we might need some Sun Performance tires to get some perfect traction on this monster Stage 2 Scat Pack. We get Stage 2 badging with Scat Pack Bumblebee right above it, slotted brake rotors, black contrasted mirror caps. We get the black contrasted roof up top, smart access for both front doors, black contrasted rocker panel side skirt area. We get blind spot monitoring on the glass. The gas cap, or not gas cap, the charge port, apologize guys, with a fast charge beneath it, right up top, both being pushed to open. They should lock as the vehicle gets locked. The rear wheel and tire setup, we get 20-inch rims with what appears to be the same size rear brake caliper, at least a 4-piston SRT Brembo out rear. These are still 20-inch rims as we mentioned, but the tires are a little bit wider. They're 325/35 ZR20s out rear, still with the Goodyear Eagle Sport all-season tires. Black lower bumper area, full LED tail lights, turn signals, and reverse lights. Daytona underneath the license plate bracket. Shout out Furman CDJR in Newport Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. Pretty aggressive deck lid spoiler. We don't get any exhaust tips in this full EV, but Dodge does a really cool virtual sound. I believe they call it a Fratzonic chambered exhaust. It's labeled Fratzonic right below with what appears to be dual outlets. But speaking of those dual outlets, let's fire up this 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack and hear how this Fratzonic exhaust sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the Fratzonic chambered exhaust for the 2025 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. And it sounds pretty cool. Of course, it's not a real engine sound, but cranking out 670 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 3.5 seconds, all-wheel drive system, 325 wide rear tires, 305s up front, strut tower braces. This is going to be a really fun vehicle to drive. The hydraulic struts are appreciated. Unfortunately, no frunk here. Get your wiper housing in the right corner. We can shut this frunk or battery compartment right down and take a step back and walk around this 2025 Scat Pack Stage 2 one more time. And let's take a step inside and see what we get with around a $65,000 base price, around $75,000 with a pretty decent amount of options and features and after destination. We get dual pane windows up front, leather stitching for the top part of the door panel, some textured plastic for the center area, and a gushy soft leather armrest. 2-window auto one touch. The door keeps closing because of how windy it is today in Newport Richey, Florida. 2-person memory seats. We get the Alpine premium audio system and very decent amount of storage. You'll stack probably 4 footlongs on top of each other. You may be able to fit a 16-inch sub behind it and easily fit 2 24-ounce water bottles. The seats are suede Alcantara and leather contrasted, heated and ventilated. Fully adjustable, you have 4-way lumbar, you can recline, drop, lift, and adjust the thigh support with a very decent amount of second row legroom. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, battery start stop, and everything fires right to life. So if you guys saw my RT video we reviewed a few weeks back, the interior here really doesn't change, so we're not going to go into too much detail. The steering wheel has like a square C8 Corvette style to it. Horn area is rubberized. The horn itself, loud and aggressive. People should be definitely getting out of your way. We get a very large heads-up display too. Hopefully you can pick that up on camera. The steering wheel controls, we have our infotainment adjustments. You can check out your different overall views. Now we're looking at lap timer in the center, braking distance, G-forces, top speed, motor power, and speed timers. We're not going to test any of that out. We get our battery range to power ratio. On the right side, we have our speedometer, which goes about 40 miles per hour at a time. This will be my personal favorite screen to leave it at all times. Paddle shifters for the regenerative braking, drive mode selector. Our drive modes include wet snow, custom, drag, track, and sport. All three of these modes make the exhaust a little more aggressive. Sport mode, not super aggressive, but when you throw it into track, it gets a lot louder and a lot more aggressive. We'll leave it right over here. We can hang up and answer our phone calls. Power shot, we'll check that out when we take this car for a drive. Our adaptive cruise control with its adjustments. Red contrast stitching, very satisfying click for the window controls. We also have our wipers stocked right to the left of it. Doesn't look like we have rain sensitive wipers. At this price point it would be appreciated. We don't get a power tilt and telescoping steering column either. Interior brightness, headlamp controls, and our front release. We get a leather stitched dashboard too. We mentioned the heads-up display showed off the 16-inch digital gauge display, and here we have our 12.3-inch infotainment display. On the left side we get our heated and ventilated seat adjustments with our heated steering wheel, our home screen. We can check it out. Here we go. We get our map and the song that's currently playing. Check out our next screen. We can add whatever widgets we would like. Media, check out the song that's currently playing. Comfort, here you have your seat adjustments and the vent adjustments with hard buttons down below. Big thumbs up to Dodge for adding that. Phone adjustments, vehicle settings. Let's see what we get with vehicle settings. You turn on or off your mirror dimmer. Vehicle cameras, you can adjust for one reason or another. Autonomy, electric vehicle adjustments. Dashboard, here you have your performance pages, race options, drive modes, and DXR. Controls and overall settings. Apps, you guys can see what we have. Not a whole lot, but hopefully you can pause, take a look with our map down below. My personal favorite screen to leave it at all times. I do appreciate the hard buttons for the climate control settings, some rubberized texture beneath it, air vents. You can turn off the parking sensors, lane keep assist, traction control too, with our launch control right beneath. 2 USB-C ports, ton of storage. The gear selector, which is a conventional style. Haven't seen that on many EVs. With our backup camera, no 360-degree camera. I apologize for mentioning that. It's just our 360-degree sense for the parking sensors, but a really crisp, high-resolution screen, guidance lines, and trajectory. Throwing right back into park, we return right back to the previous screen. Engine start stop, leather stitching for your knee will often hit. Electronic parking brake, you'll fit 2 24 to 32-ounce bottles with a gushy, soft leather armrest. You can open it up, decently spacious. You'll fit 8 to 12 12-ounce cans. USB-A port with our 12-volt right next to it. Our glove box, just hard plastic outside of it. It's damp though, large, not lined felt. You'll fit 30 plus license plates and easily fit 2 pairs of shoes. Just about a frameless, auto dimming rear view mirror. It's not a digital rear view mirror. Sunglass holder, interior lights, LED, 3 garage home link settings on it. No panoramic moonroof or anything like that, so that's about it for this front seat. Let's take a quick look at the window sticker on this 2025 Charger Daytona Scat Pack with the track package. So base price under 65,000 bucks. You can pause, take a look at all the standard features. $795 for the triple nickel exterior paint, $3,200 for the Scat Pack Stage 2 package. I believe all Scat Packs come equipped with. About 5,000 bucks for the track package. We get the upgraded seats, which are labeled like 4 different times. They're the leatherette suede performance seats with high back bucket seats, ventilated front seats with a high performance seat trim outline. We also have the Brembo ultra high performance brakes, drive experience recorder, 4-way power lumbar adjustable driver's seat, heated second row seats, 4-way lumbar for the passenger, 12-way power passenger seat, 12-way power adjustable front driver's seat as well, radio and driver's seat memory, back one-piece performance spoiler, wide body competition suspension, adaptive damping suspension. That's going to be an interesting thing to check out, see how the ride quality is with massive all-season tires. And we get the satin carbon aluminum wheels with red brake calipers. You can see the dimensions right up there. $2,000 for the destination, totaling us out a tick under $76,000. But this is a track-loaded Stage 2, beautiful 2025 Daytona Scat back with about 240 miles of range and about 10 hours of 240 volt charge time. Put this window sticker right away. Take a step out of here. I'll slide the seat forward because I feel like I'm a little bit far away from the pedals. This is about my driving position. And let's take a step out back, see how much space is offered back there, then check out the cargo space, and then take this 2025 Charger Daytona Scat Pack out for a drive. So the seat slides forward electrically. I'll hop back here. Really easy process for a two-door sports car. Definitely the easiest process that I felt on this channel in quite some time. We'll see where the seat stops. It should stop exactly where it was. And yeah, I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall. I still have 3-4 inches of knee room, headroom. With my back upright, I still have over an inch. Just hard plastic for the upper materials, but we get soft touch for the actual armrest. 2 speakers that blow directly into your left shoulder, so it should be a very solid experience with this Alpine audio. Heated second row seats, USB A and C port, air vents in the center, map pockets behind both of the front seats, which looks like they have these harness outlines in them. Cool feature. LED interior lights back here. And the second row seats are very comfortable. They're perforated. We mentioned the heated function. We get a center cubby armrest, which is leather outline. You'll fit 24-ounce bottles, and you'll comfortably fit 3 adults back here. You'll fit 3 200-pound dudes back here. If they're 250, you'll easily fit 2 of them on the outside, and you'll fit somebody that's like 140 pounds in the center. Not something you're going to say with most two-door sports cars. But taking a step out here, just pull the latch forward, let the seat slide up a little bit. We don't even really need to even let the seat slide up because it's a very large overall opening. Of course, it's not nearly as easy as the outgoing Charger with the 4 doors, but it's way easier compared to the outgoing Challenger. Taking a step out in this cargo space, the button to open up this trunk right over here in the center. It's not a power opening hatch. We can open it up with hydraulic struts and a very large overall floor. Hopefully you guys can pick up that Fretsonic exhaust down below. I'll leave a link right here to show you exactly how much cargo space there is, and you can fold the seats down 60-40 split. The wheel wells don't really protrude. I'd expect you to fit a 75-80 inch TV back here. Definitely not something you were saying with the outgoing Charger. Secret storage, most EVs don't have any, but this EV does have a little bit outside of the what appears to be either a battery or a tire inflator. Yep, that looks like a tire inflator. We can shut this trunk right down or hatch right down, whatever you like to call it. We also have a cover so people walking behind your Scat Pack don't see what you have going on in your hatch. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack Stage 2 with the track package. It's a really good looking EV. Performance-wise, I mean, almost 700 horsepower and a base price under $65,000. Basically unheard of. It is a little bit up there still for what it is, especially considering the outgoing Scat Pack you could have picked up for like $20,000 less, but the outgoing Scat Pack wasn't doing 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. The Hellcat was, and good luck picking up one of those Hellcats for under like $90,000 to $100,000 brand new over the last few years. At $65,000 for the base price, about $70,000 with the track package, and we have a couple options and features. 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. Let's take this 2025 Charger Daytona Scat Pack out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions, this Fretsonic exhaust sounds pretty cool. It doesn't really sound like a V8, but it does sound really cool for an EV. The adaptive suspension has a basically seamless on to off-road transition, which says a lot for a sports car. The outgoing Scat Pack sure didn't feel this comfortable on this road. Steering feels good. We're in track mode. We're going to start off with the most aggressive mode. Try it out in the less aggressive modes towards the end to see the transition, but if you're going for a 700 horsepower vehicle, you're going to want to see how it performs more than you want to see what the overall comfort was. We already reviewed the RT on this channel. The RT was very comfortable with very good performance, but here we have almost 200 more horsepower. Touchy accelerator pedal. I almost called it throttle. I always call it throttle, but it's pretty touchy, and the adaptive suspension is pretty stiff too. In track mode, we'll see how that changes in the less aggressive modes, but even so, it still feels very solid. The regenerative braking here is also really aggressive. It's basically a one-pedal drive system. You let go of that accelerator and you come to a complete stop very easily too. We can take a step out here, lean into it, a little bit in track mode on the gas. Oh my God. This thing is ridiculously quick. Way quicker compared to that RT that we reviewed in this channel. And like I said, with the one pedal drive system, you got to keep your foot in it because you slow down like crazy as soon as you let go of it. Just so much power. It doesn't feel as quick as the Porsche Taycan reviewed in this channel, but it's surprisingly close. Braking is insane with this regen. We don't even need to really touch the actual brake pedal. Half throttle, oh my God. Insane. We can take it out of track momentarily because we're on this pretty calm road in an automatic mode. Listen, silent. It turns off your Fresonic exhaust, you lean into it, you still take off when it comes to acceleration like nobody's business, but it doesn't sound nearly as loud and obnoxious. The camera's getting all messed up because of these ridiculous accelerations in this vehicle. I'll lift it right back up for you guys. And now in automatic mode, it also turns off like your regenerative braking. We don't really have any on the gas. Oh my God, yeah, we still have plenty of that though. The power of this thing is stupid. Bump. Wow, automatic mode softens the suspension insanely. It was actually a little bit stiff for a little while in the track mode, but in auto mode, you hear a little bit of that bump, but you feel just about none of it. We can take a step out here, good opportunity to try one out off the line. Try it out in the power shot mode on the gas. Oh my God. Good Lord. That is a monster. The braking is insane. Handling, good handling. And coming out. Yeah. You look down and you are flying. Regen braking, really good. I've said it a couple of times, but hopefully you guys get the point. The paddles also adjust the regen braking. So I guess we can try out the brakes because we continue to roll in the light settings. And yeah, even without the regen braking, these brakes feel really good. Handling, good, and coming out. Yeah, it's quick, very quick. And even without the regen braking, like I said, the brakes are excellent. Brakes feel good, throwing it in. Traction control keeps going off, or the stability control. Traction control is actually off, but the stability control when we're coming out of the turns does kick in a little bit. So let's try to be softer with it. There we go. That gave us full power. So you just have to gradually build the power, or else the stability control is gonna kick in. You know what? Let's try one more out off the line right over here in the power shot mode. Not sure if it worked before. And let's go. Oh my God. Yeah, a little bit limiting with the stability control, but if you can get some stickier tires on this thing, I can see 0 to 60 possibly under 3 seconds, because this is just a monster performer. We got to get it out of the aggressive modes. Let's throw it into auto. Unbelievable performance. The RT was already a great performer. Now you add almost 200 horsepower, shave a second and a half off the 0 to 60 time, and have a sub $65,000 base price. This is an unbelievable vehicle to check out. I'm not a big EV guy. I prefer the V8, obviously. I'll take the 6.4 Scat Pack to the 0 to 60 in 4.2 over this 3.3 second Scat Pack any day of the week. But if you want to shave a second off that 0 to 60 time, have a way more comfortable and premium feeling interior, and the most futuristic looking and sounding electric vehicle out on the road today, I would 100% recommend checking out this 2025 Charger Daytona Scat Pack. I would actually recommend checking out this Daytona Scat Pack over the RT, because for just an extra $10,000-ish, you get such an upgrade in performance that it's not even funny. And a big thanks to Mike and the rest of the management and staff here at Furman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Newport Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Newport Richey, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out, and that's for Mike. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.